Hi, this is Dennis with Second Chance Tackle. Well, it's that time of the week again where we take a look at some of the reels that have recently been dropped off or sent in for repair. We're going to take a look at the ones that I have upcoming. We'll see which ones potentially could be videos on how to service and repair. And well, if you see any of these that you would like to see a video on and I don't plan on doing it, please leave a message in the comment section. I will try to see if I can help you out by doing the video or by directing you as to where to find the video so that you can be on your way to servicing and repairing your own reels. That's the idea behind Second Chance Tackle, to teach you how to do it yourself, to provide you some information on the fishing reels, the manufacturers, who made them, and why they were made and how they were used, just to increase your basic knowledge of the business, and more importantly, to keep you fishing worry-free for years to come. Well, we've got a couple of projects that have come in, so let's get started. The first ones were actually dropped off by David. I've worked on a lot of David's reels over time, and here's a few more. A beautiful Daiwa Seine 50H. These to me are among the finest reels ever made. They were that era where the graphite frames were just coming out. They used graphite, and I believe this is stainless rims, a very high-speed reel for the time, a very rugged and durable reel, and David was able to find this one in absolutely beautiful condition. He's just asked me to go through it. He thinks that it's probably been just sitting around for a long time and probably has dried greases in there, and if I would be so kind to just clean that up and get it back ready for fishing, although he has no intention of fishing this one. He certainly is in the idea that this will be a showpiece, and I can't blame him for that. Next one that he brought in is a kind of an old standby. This is the Penn 550 SS skirted spool. I think we've talked about that over time. The earlier designs on the Penns had a rotor cup and a spool that went inside. The evolution of the reel brought the spool over the rotor, calling it a skirted spool. This is the 550 SS. He says it's a little bit wonky. I'm hearing a little bit of maybe burring noise in there perhaps, but overall it seems to be working fine. But again, I don't think when he brings reels in that they're really disasters trying to be rehabilitated. Most of the time it's just dirt and the like that are in there that needs to be cleaned up. And the last one that David dropped off for me this time around is again another Daiwa. This one is the 27H. It's lost its badging. If that's the biggest flaw of these reels, that's something we can all live with. This one is a good inshore reel. It's good for lakes. And surprisingly, this reel casts very well, even though the line guide does move with the reel and free spool when you are casting. This one is a nice compact design. It's the smallest one in the original Seine series. It's of course been replaced by the Slosh and others, but this one's a beautiful reel, and it's a classic that's to be treasured. Now, let me take those off for a moment. Another David dropped these two off. David is a captain, and he transports vessels up and down the East Coast. Everything from you want a yacht for hire and need a captain, to you need the boat moved from New York to Florida or back and forth. That's one of the businesses he's in. The other one is he's kind of a ferryman. He operates a boat that ferries folks out to dredges and back and forth. Well, this one that he dropped off here, Major League Fishing. It's an Abu Garcia, kind of along the lines of the Black Maxes. This one is called Major League Fishing, Swedish engineered. I don't know if that means made in Sweden or probably not. We'll see. It's unfortunate they just moved the manufacturing of all the Abu reels, the ambassadors in particular, from Sweden to Poland. They're going to be closing the original plant in Sweden. That's a shame. I guess we're not just the only ones wrestling with those issues here in the U.S. Okay, and the other ones were among my favorites. This is an Ambassador 5000C. Just a joyous reel. You can hear it squeaky wheel gets the oil. once you put some oil and greases in here, clean up the old stuff, this thing is just going to be a beautiful reel all around. So I thank David for bringing those in. Next one up is from Ron. Ron is down in Miami, Florida, and Ron has sent me several reels in the past, and I think we've done a video or two on them. So let's see what this one is. I was wondering for a moment there whether this thing was just simply a reel sitting in a bag. Thank goodness he put it in a box inside the bag. And let's see if we can do this. As I'm told from some of the folks that watch my videos, they're waiting for me to slice my finger off with this utility knife. Hopefully not. Please be careful if you have one of these when using it. Let's see what we have. Looks like a Penn reel based on this handle. It is a Penn reel. This is a Penn Peerless 9. And it does not have the level line feature. Looks like we're going to have to go out and find one of those. Most of the time when these level line features get removed, it's because the idler gear, which is in here that drives the worm gear, breaks. And instead of repairing that, folks just will simply remove the line guide assembly and fish it as a conventional reel. Well, we're going to restore that. We'll get the line guide assembly and the idler gear, and we'll make this work again for Ron. Those parts, of course, need to be ordered. Okay, then we get switch gears a little bit. We go from a smaller lake or inshore ocean reel. We go to some very large reels that were dropped off as well. First one comes from Patrick. He dropped this beauty off. It's a huge, I think it's probably a 50W size. Yeah, it's a 50W. This is the Okuma Titus. And I was talking to Patrick on how he uses this reel. He said he fishes this reel along the New Jersey shore. He usually fishes it in August or September, and he's going for shark. And he goes from the surf. And of course, the first question you have is, how do you get the line out there? And he was telling me that he has a drone. And I guess he's got that drone rigged that you bring the line up, you've baited it, you have the hook, you fly your drone out, and somehow you release that hook. The bait falls into the water, and you sit by and wait. And this is a huge reel, large capacity, and heavy line, all set up for sharking. Well, he tells me that he was in the middle of a fight against the shark. This is a 2-speed reel. He was in a fight, and I guess he went to adjust. I don't know how he went to adjust. Seems like the drag is adjusting okay. He said, but then the reel got very wonky as he was fighting the fish. So he thinks he may have beaten up the drags. He's asking me if I can replace the drag washer in this, do an inspection, do a cleaning, and all of that. And well, I've done a Titus quite some time ago. These are not new reels. And well, we'll see if time permits. But my first question, first and foremost, is can I even find a replacement drag washer for this? That's the issue with some of these older trolling reels. I just had a Finor Royal Typhoon come in, and again, the same issue there. Where do you get the parts from these days? Well, I'm going to have to do some online research, see if I can find it. If I do, I think we'll do a video on this one. Well, we stayed with the large ones as well. These were dropped off by Gerald. I think they're all the same. These are the big bad boys. These are the Shimanos. In this case, it's the 50 LRSA. I believe it's a Triton liver drag reel. And they're in for tuna. And again, you can see the heavy line. These would be most likely used for our offshore fishery here, where you're going into the Hudson Canyon and you're searching for tuna and other big game fishes. Fishing. That's one. Yeah, they're in the Triton series. Here's a Triton trolling, a 50W, and 2 more in there as well. So there's 4 of those. I'm going to check my my library and see what I've done recently with those, and if I don't have one of those in there, I'll certainly be happy to put them in. The last one actually comes from a group that I've purchased as part of a larger liquidation. This one is an older reel. This is a Shakespeare. I believe from what I've seen of it, this reel was made in 1935. It's before Shakespeare started dating fishing reels. And one of the ways to tell it is how that logo there, that little football oval, what's inside that, it tells you where the approximate date is. You can kind of tell by the size of it that it was an ocean reel. You can tell it's pre-World War II by the wooden handle. And you can tell what it is because, well, they were kind enough to tell us what it is on this side. This is called the Jupiter Free Spool. And one of the things you're going to notice on this is it's a direct drive. There is no anti-reverse, I'm sorry, no star adjuster drag system on this. This is you against the fish. Reel them in this way, fight it back off this way, keep your knuckles out of the way because this would be considered a knuckle buster reel. Large capacity, larger fish, good workout should you hook into one and engage that one for, well, half an hour or so in a fight. That's the Shakespeare Jupiter, and I'll be working on that one, and I plan to do a video on that one as well. Well, that's a preview of the up and coming videos. I hope you've enjoyed all of these. I hope you stay tuned and stay watching. Again, I would encourage you to subscribe. It helps you, it helps me as we continue on our journey to learn about these reels, how to service them, how to keep them fishing for a long time to come. Before I leave, I want to thank our first responders, our police, fire, safety, rescue, EMTs, everybody involved in keeping us out of harm's way. Appreciate what you do day in and day out. Thank you for your service. This is Dennis with Second Chance Tackle, wishing everybody a great day. Thanks for watching.